This is Newcap News with Lauren Poland.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. It is official. Alberta voters will go to the polls on April 23rd. Premier Alison Redford is looking for her first public mandate as Premier and a 12th consecutive majority for her Conservative Party. If that happens, the party will become the longest continuously serving government in all of Canada. Meantime, local candidates in the Vermilion-Lloydminster riding are hitting the pavement, getting their faces known.
It's go time for Alberta politics. The PCs are looking to retain their 40-year reign, and Vermilion-Lloydminster PC candidate Richard Starkey hopes to keep the blue and orange in power. The top issues he'll tackle if elected:
healthcare, care and housing for our seniors. Our concerns, agricultural issues as they relate to land rights and those sorts of things is another big issue, and certainly education, and especially advanced education with Lakeland College.
The PC party has had a stranglehold over the Vermilion-Lloydminster riding since it was first established back in the early 90s. But with longtime MLA Lloyd Snellgrove leaving the PCs and not seeking re-election, along with a surging Wild Rose party, this could be a whole new ballgame. Wild Rose candidate Danny Hozak is hoping to be that game changer.
Overwhelmingly, we are getting the same message, and that is that Albertans want change. They want a new government that has respect for private property, that has respect for due process, that gets value for their health care spending dollars.
The unofficial Liberal candidate, hoping to use her young age to her advantage, says seniors' care is a top priority for the region.
We've got to make sure that a senior that has put effort into a community for their whole life has the opportunity to continue their life in the place that they feel comfortable.
And Ray Stone is hoping to bring the orange wave to Alberta as the official NDP member, but he was unavailable for comments. Candidates here have their work cut out for them. Less than 40% of voters showed up at the polls in the last election, and on the streets of Lloydminster, not many seemed very interested this time around.
Well, I don't know who's running.
We haven't been involved too much lately, so I'd just go with the flow.
But in the political sphere, proclaimed promises of an exciting 28-day race, with voters hitting the polls April 23rd.
Lloydminster City Council met this afternoon. Elise Cox joins us from City Hall.
I'm Elise Cox reporting outside council chambers, and in today's council meeting, 5 properties with tax arrears were discussed, and it was approved that they would qualify for tax sale after March 30th in the event that they still had not paid. Council approved the Municipal Police Service Agreement between the Government of Canada and Lloydminster for 20 years. The agreement is the same as the one that was approved in 1992, but with few changes, including an increase of 2 to 4% in policing costs. The city also approved receiving policing assistance from Alberta with a grant that helps offset policing costs, but it is being signed with a sign and whine attitude that they will be seeking a review during the 3-year agreement because it covers around 6.5% of all policing costs. Council approved a tender to commence 50th Avenue and 12th Street intersection improvements and was very happy to do so after a number of complaints that were received. The full story on some of these council updates tomorrow on Newcap News. Reporting outside council chambers, I'm Elise Cox.
A Pieceland man has turned himself in after a weekend shooting. 21-year-old Kyle Juniper is charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. Mounties say shots were fired at 2 people outside a home in the area. The investigation is ongoing. Meantime, businesses between Kitscoty and Lloydminster are on alert after close to 12 were broken into. Kitscoty RCMP say several businesses between Range Road 20 and 15, as well as ones around Reinhardt Industrial Park, were targeted. The break-ins happened in the early morning hours between March 17th and the 25th. Officials don't know how many suspects are involved, and anyone with information is asked to call the Kitscoty RCMP or Crime Stoppers. Well, just how livable is the border city? Money Sense magazine released its annual Best Places to Live list. With a local breakdown, here's Kelsey Bloxham.
Lloydminster's ranking did not change much from last year, dropping one spot to place 98 out of 190 cities. While that number may not be as strong as it was 4 years ago when the border city placed 57th, it's no cause for concern for the mayor.
I think the first thing you have to do is go back to your public and say, where's the most important things for us to work on? If they happen to be in the report from Money Sense, great. If they don't happen to be there, that's great too. I'm more concerned about the people that pay the bills around here, which is the taxpayers.
The list takes into account factors such as climate, affordable housing, crime rate, health care, and unemployment, where the border city ranked 5th.
We'd probably be happier if we had a little higher unemployment so we had a greater pool of people to go get to fill some of the jobs we have open.
Healthcare has long been a concern for many in Lloydminster. According to the magazine, there are 1.46 doctors for every 1,000 residents, ranking the municipality 161st in the healthcare category.
I'd be really interested to know what stats they used, because over the last year, Prairie North has been very aggressive in regards to recruitment, especially for Lloydminster.
Prairie North has taken steps to try to improve the quality and access to care, adding 4 more family doctors and 3 new specialists last year alone.
Over the next, 6 months, we are going to have another 4 family physicians coming, and we have another 2 family physicians who are going to be going through their assessment, and once that's completed, they'll be coming to Lloyd as well.
On top of those recruitments, there is also an after-hours walk-in clinic opening in the border city within the next few weeks. Kelsey Bloxham, Newcap News.
Gerard joins us now with a look at our local weather, and it was a beautiful sunny day today.
Yes, indeed. We certainly enjoyed the better of it. Build up of some cloud cover in the afternoons. The winds not doing us too bad at all, and the wind chill not even a factor to be considered by about after 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Right about now, we're at +3. The Battlefords and Cold Lake area at +7, and if you're up in Lac La Biche, you've got +9 to deal with. Lovely weather indeed, lovely temperatures. Across the region, however, we are running 30 to 40% chance of seeing some precipitation on the evenings into the overnights, but the details of all of that coming up a little later in the cast.
The border city celebrates survivors as it gears up for this year's Relay for Life. That story is next.